Hey guys, it is another episode. Let's talk with Pete on the couch. Okay, so we're gonna talk about doing things with a purpose, right? It's enough money out here for everyone, right? But I feel like sometimes people are doing stuff because other people doing it and see that it may be easy when it's really not, right? I see a lot of people want to, oh, I want to do lashes, I want to sell hair, I want to be a content creator. That's a good one, right? But you have to put in the work. Not only put in the work, like do your research before you get started on anything. Research. YouTube University, if you're not going back to college or if you don't have the funds to go back to college, do your research. YouTube would tell you, teach you anything you want to know in every field you want to go into, right? But again, going back to purpose. If you don't have no purpose for it, if it's not coming from your heart, then what you doing it for? I hate the saying of chasing a bag or this don't make you money. God rules everything around the world, everything that you do, that I do. So it's not coming from God or it's not your purpose, then just don't do it because you feel like it's easy to do or everybody, you know what I'm saying, can do it, right? To me, it's just nothing without purpose and God. You're just doing things for bullshit. That's how I see it. And in the Bible, in Jeremiah 29, verse 11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, and not harm you. Plans to give you hope in future." So whatever you talk with God about your plans, He's going to prosper you. As long as it's coming from God, you talk to God about it. You know what I'm saying? And for 1 Corinthians 10:31, it says, "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it for the glory of God," right? Do it with God in your heart. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans," right? Everything that you decide to do is an idea, right? Whether you act on it or you don't act on it. Pray on it and go for it. If it's meant for you, it will be meant for you. If it's not meant for you, it won't be meant for you. Going back to being a content creator, we so involved in the views, the followers. It's gonna come. If it's in God's plan, if it's in God's will for you, if that's your purpose to be a content creator, it's gonna happen. Stop looking for a niche. I know a lot of people say that being a content creator, you need a niche. Just be you. That's your niche. We missing real shit. We missing authentic shit. Be authentic. Your people gonna mess with you. Every audience is not for you. You want to be a lash tech? Learn about it. Take a class on it, but you have to practice on it to be the best lash tech. You want to sell hair? Go ahead and sell hair if that's what you want to do, if that's God's purpose for you. But do your research. Stop looking for these popular people, these celebrity people to give you their vendor or looking for the vendor that they have. No one ever is going to give you their personal vendor. And even if they do or you think they do your research. Don't come out start selling the hair talking about I'm selling hair right now. I'm saying that from experience because I have sold hair as well. But for the people that wants to do it, do your research. You find a vendor or you think that you have a good vendor, do your research. This is what I mean by research. You're talking to the vendor, you have to get the hair, right? See how that hair lasts for 3 months. Get 2 different styles or 3 different styles of how you're gonna do it. Get a sew-in, quick weave, put in a ponytail. How long it's gonna last? Do it shed a lot? That's some shit that you have to do your research on. Is it some good hair? Because sometimes you may think you have a good vendor and it don't be a good vendor. So you back to the drawing board, right? And it's okay because running a business or having a business, starting a business, is trial and error. It's gonna come with experience. So do things with a purpose, and make sure when you do things and when you start things that you talk to God about it. God gave you a sign. Not necessarily He's gonna give you a sign right away, right? But make sure that you have that sign for God, like, I'm gonna go for it. We in business or just anything that we start, sometimes people don't start because they're afraid. They're afraid that they're not gonna get the views. They're afraid that people not gonna look at their shit. They just afraid to never start. Go forward and start. This is your time to start right now. Stop waiting to 2025. Stop writing down goals of, I'm gonna do this next year. Next year been coming. Next year been coming, and you still haven't started shit because you scarce and you haven't found your purpose to do something. Sometimes it takes time to find your purpose. But when you do go forward, it doesn't matter if you got the right camera. It doesn't matter if you don't have the an upgraded phone. It doesn't matter if you only sold hair to one person. It's trial and error. It's okay. It's going to get better later. But for now, start that shit that you want to start, and make sure you start it with a purpose. A plan without a purpose ain't shit. You just talking, or you not doing nothing. Act on it. I read those 3 scriptures. Dissect what I said. Even if you don't dissect what I said, you can look in the Bible and find other scriptures that go with you. But just for now, in your future, or whatever you have going on in your life, do things with a purpose. And stop just doing shit because other people doing it, or you see somebody doing it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you do it. Yes, a lot of people that's doing it, but a lot of people not you. And that's what makes you different, because you're you. Don't worry about if the market is saturated or it's a lot of people. When you go to the grocery store, it's so many bread brands. It's so many snack brands. Don't let that steer you away from what you want to do or what you accomplish. Start your 2025 goals. You want to be that content creator, go for it. You want to be a nail tech, lash tech, do hair, write that book, start that ebook, go for it. Pray over it. Make sure it's God's will's plan for you. Just don't be doing shit just because. Make sure it's doing it because it's a purpose. That purpose that you're doing, God gonna make sure that you get paid for it. God gonna make sure that money is flowing to your pockets. God gonna make sure that your bills is paid because you're doing it with a purpose. You're doing it from your heart. God sees that. God sees everything. So that's my talk with you guys today. I'll see you next time. Do things with a purpose, guys. Okay? All right.